Hey girls, I'm sorry I've not been around lately, but I'm just really trying to get used to this new lifestyle of not going to school and having to work almost every day, and I work in the afternoon, so I really have to start getting some use out of my mornings, which I have a really hard time doing because I like to sleep a lot. And on top of that, I really like to procrastinate a lot, which usually just leads me to being on Tumblr and watching TV when I have some time off. So, yeah. But I promise to try and get better at this. It's also raining today because there's a hurricane coming over us, and it's called Katya. Just it's spelled differently from my name, but it's still my name, so yeah. What are the odds? Anyways, so I have not filmed a Thoughts from Places video today because it's raining, and to be honest, I really wouldn't know where to film a Thoughts from Places video in this whole of a town. Instead of making a Thoughts from Places video, I think I'm just gonna give you an update on my life, since I didn't do that the week that we were going to do that. And some pretty interesting things are happening right now, so yeah, I thought I'd just give you an update on that. First off, I got into Pottermore, which you all know already because I have talked a lot about it on Facebook. And I'm a Slytherin, which is really cool. I was hoping for either Ravenclaw or Slytherin, so it's really cool to be a Slytherin. And I've already bought a new tie, so also what more is happening that's probably a bit more interesting than Pottermore is that we have an election coming up here in our country. On Thursday we're going to vote for a new Prime Minister. It's my first election for Prime Minister. I mean, I've been to an election before, but that was only who was going to be our new mayor, so that wasn't as big. This is my first election for a Prime Minister, and it's kind of exciting, but the problem is that I've never ever been interested in politics, so I have had a really tough time figuring out who I was going to vote for. Our system here is really confusing. There's like 9 parties you can vote for, and some of those parties are like together and choosing like one minister or something. It's just really confusing to explain. I'm going to try and explain it on my personal channel. But yeah, it's really confusing, and I've had really hard time figuring out who I was going to vote for, but I think I figured it out. I definitely know which side I'm going to vote for, because we sort of have 2 sides like in the US. But yeah, so I figured that out. I just need to figure out what party I'm going to vote for, and that's the really tough part. I just hate politics, really. I'm gonna try and make a Thoughts from Places video on my personal channel. I have this thing where I've like the weeks I miss on this channel, I try to make the themes on my personal channel. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I've written the most interesting themes down, and then I'm going to use them on my personal channel. So I will be making them at some point, hopefully. Anyways, goodbye for this week. Nicole, I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I will and you'll see me next week, definitely. And I have not forgotten about the punishments. You'll need to find 2 new punishments for me, but I have not forgotten about the old ones. I just really need to be home alone to make them, because it's so awkward with my parents walk in the door and I'm covered in peanut butter. Anyways, goodbye. See you next week.